you will be hit with a storm of events. First, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Radash. Double honors to the apostles, Elder Bishop, the Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. You are Chnak, coming back with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Radash. And so-called 2025 has been, already a roller coaster, a roller coaster of events, a roller coaster of emotions, of distractions, okay, because Edom is still moving forward with his plan. In all actuality, this is all according to his plan, okay, order out of chaos. And as the Apostle Elder Tahar, he deemed this year the hopeful year of our deliverance and destruction and judgment on Edom. So a lot of things, like I said, a storm of events. A lot of things are starting to, turn up. Back to these different pandemics. These different diseases. I did a video a couple of videos ago about emergence of these different infectious diseases. You're starting to hear more talks about that. You're starting to hear and see actually so-called terrorist attacks. You're trying to link these certain terrorist attacks that are happening in the United States, on New Year's and the day following, and in Europe as well. They're trying to link that and say, ISIS. And I believe Biden, I didn't get to check it out, but Biden spoke about it and said that they were, I heard this second information. So I have to actually go back and, which I'm going to go back and verify, but he said that, the terrorists are pretty much, they're sending a message. I guess it's supposed to be ISIS. So, as I was kind of meditating on the different things, oh yeah, and also, you really can't miss a day. That's how fast things are moving, and it's almost impossible to keep up on how quick, these events are, turning out. You would hear about these things every once in a while, but now it's almost like the people expect it. And Edom is not slowing down. Let me get 2 Corinthians 2, right? Because basically Esau, he's going to hit you with a storm of events. It's really the Heavenly Father. It's really the Heavenly Father. Before I go there, actually, I want to go to second Ezra. There we go. It's really the Heavenly Father. Esau is part of it. A lot of these things that are happening. The wicked isn't, his hand is in the pot, if you will. You can pinpoint him physically, directly down here on the earth, but we know that it's really Yahweh Shai that's sending plagues upon Babylon the Great. I was watching Elder Apostle Orion live. He was going into, it was a heavy omen that lightning struck in three important spiritual, symbolic places here in America, all at the same time. At the Capitol building, Washington, and wherever those buildings, some in Washington and it was somewhere else, or in that same vicinity. And I was just watching that earlier. The Most High is pretty much showing that he's about to take this place out. Let me read this, because this is what's going on. Okay, the people are getting ready to be hit with a storm of events. It's not just going to be one event. It's going to be war, evil, pestilence, right? It's going to be death. It's going to be destruction. It's going to be collapse. It's going to be famine. All at the same time. The people are going to bug out. All right? It's time. Okay? This is 2 Corinthians 15. Let me see if I want to. Let me see. Let me start. I'll just read down. Right? 2 Ezra 15, excuse me. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay? For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Meaning there had to be a set measure of works, evil works that the people were going to do over a particular amount of time, the Heavenly Father knows, in order for him to start, addressing, their wickedness. Okay, part of that was what? Sending the prophets out. And it's going to go into how the Lord would no longer hold his tongue. So now the Lord, he's actually, your parents talk to you, your father talk to you, or your mother say you need to do this, you need to do that. You constantly, you don't do it. At first they'll tell you to do it, and then you don't do it. What happens? That belt comes out. Okay, those are them scourges. Okay. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. Okay, blatantly, especially this presidential term with Biden, they just did, it was like a freak off, basically. They came in, reinforcing, transgenderism. Okay. Especially on the children, they pushed that heavy. And then they also brought out the minor attracted persons, but they pulled that back. They brought it out for a couple of weeks, trying to normalize it. You had some backlash, but not enough. The people really should have went crazy, but this was all to beat down society, to get them prepared for what's coming next, and that's the RFID microchip. Okay? They want you to get used to mutilating yourself and not, challenging the gender roles, and what is a woman, what is a man, is anything that you want it to be. So now that the people have that mindset, plus they're eating toxic food, drinking toxic water, right, consuming toxic media. So now that the people have that mindset, now you could do the greatest heist on mankind. It's make them believe that by them taking this microchip, which is the MOTB, that all their problems will go away. When in all actuality, that was the order out of the chaos, to put them in a digital slavery, so they can never get out of their situations. You can rule over the earth perpetually. Okay, and the Most High, he's revealed that. So now he's starting to jack up. He's starting to jack up your society. Okay, starting with Babylon the Great, but in multiple places on the earth. Okay, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So the Lord, you have certain men and a few sisters, that are mainly in the spiritual world, but down here on earth too. Because once Jake dies down here, whether they was wicked or not, they go back before the Heavenly Father and they complain. Okay, they complain about a wicked society. They complain about Edom. That's not the way I wanted to go. Okay, give me a second. Bear with me. Let me continue. And therefore, let me see. I want to kind of go to the point. Yep, I can continue. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Exactly why the apostle, the spirit, was on him. Okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai to call this year, the hopeful year of deliverance. So as we watch, this and experience, we're going to actually experience the fall. We're going to be in the collapse, Jacob's trouble. The Most High is going to cover us from the evils, but we're going to still be within, the judgment. We're going to see the judgment with our own eyes. We're going to experience it with our own, with our own souls down here. The judgment of these people. The revenge of the Heavenly Father according to their works. And that's going to be that's the time that we're in, and the Most High is only ramping these things up, and speeding up the process for World War III, because that's still on the table. Okay, but this is all for, salvation, of the elect, the deliverance, and then the judgment as well. And I will bring them with a mighty hand, that's Yahushai, and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt again with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. See? So plagues, these are all plagues. Okay, terrorist attacks, whether they were created by whoever did it, it's still a plague no matter what. Okay, whether it was Esau that set it up or it was the Ishmael that set it, it don't matter. It's still a plague. And where are these things concentrated? They're concentrated in Babylon the Great, as well as, okay, the chariot sightings. So that's another heavy sign. All right, the chariot sightings. Okay. Hold on 1 second. All right, the chariot sightings. Bear with me. Let me read that again. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Okay, so this, I'm going to close it here. But this is what's the Most High is turning things up. These people are getting ready to be hit with a multitude of evils, a storm of events, from pandemics, right, to wars, to drafts, to civil wars, to assassinations, to extreme weather events. Okay, more aerial phenomenons. Okay, collapses of the banking system, ushering in of new technologies that you must accept to be part of this system. Okay, a storm of events that's going to really take these people by surprise, as it says in what is that? 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. I'm gonna close it there until next time. Shalom to the elect.